Well, over the past couple of years, there's been a lot of excitement over weddings on July 7th, 07, that's 777, and 888, August 8th, 2008. Well, with September 9th, 2009, just a little less than a month away, we sent Claudia Kwan out to check out the 999 wedding scene.
There are a ton of details to be decided before anyone gets married, but probably one of the most important is the actual date of the ceremony. Lindsay Martin is one of the people who will be tying the knot on September 9th, 2009. That's when she will be marrying her fiancé, Doug Donaldson. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! In Las Vegas. I reached her over the phone in Kelowna, where she told me they sort of arrived at the date just by chance.
It had started off just, we were looking online because we didn't want to get married at home just because the sheer cost of rentals was just adding up the little bits. It looked like it was going to be about $5,000 just to rent things to have a backyard wedding.
They found a special in Vegas where for $999 they got a wedding chapel rental, a minister, a pianist, and photos, but only if they got married on 999.
And of course my fiancé kicked in and went, well, I'll never forget our anniversary. So he said, we're done. That's what we're going to do.
Lindsay says they were hoping to continue the theme by having 99 guests, but a lot of her family works in the forestry industry, which has been hit hard by the recession. Only about 40 people will head to Vegas for their celebration. I headed over to the wedding registry at the Bay in downtown Vancouver to see how many others are opting for a 999 wedding. Mary Rumway is a sales manager for the Bay. She says there was a huge upsurge in July 2007 with people booking the date up to 2 years in advance, and there was a significant bump up for August 2008, but she says she's hardly seen any increase for September 9th, 2009.
Because it's on a weekday, that's one thing. It's also at the end of the summer, so the weather you can't count on as much. And it just does not have the significance either around the actual 999.
Leanne Chang is one of the Vancouver brides-to-be for whom 999 just didn't fit.
It's much harder to organize, and it's less convenient for guests, and it's a work day, so people would have to take a day off work. And it just wouldn't be very worthwhile to do an open bar because everybody has to work the next day.
Instead, Leanne will marry her fiancé, Paulie Ting, on September 5th of this year.
It is close to 999, and 9, if you pronounce it in Chinese, it means long-lasting, and you'd want a wedding or a marriage to be long-lasting, but really the date of your wedding isn't really going to predict that.
Or will it? Since the idea of a 777, 888, or 999 wedding revolves around numbers, I thought I would check out the date with psychic numerologist Cassandra McLean. As incense wafted through the air, she did some quick calculations on a notepad about 999.
The 9 is more about completion, right? It's not about beginnings, it's about endings. But if you look at it from the numerology system that I use, it's actually probably one of the very best times to get married because it comes to a number that is more about cooperation and communication.
Even from a numerology perspective, Cassandra agrees with Leanne. It's what each individual brings into the marriage that will ultimately determine how it ends up. And contrary to what many believe, Cassandra says 777 actually wasn't particularly lucky. The numerical characteristic of that day indicates chaos. While 999 seems to be relatively calm, there's always 10-10-10 to look forward to. Post the Olympics, people may decide a fall wedding in Vancouver is exactly what they want.
Thank you, Claudia. The CBC's Happily Married, Claudia Kwan.